Welcome to Knowledge Through Quizzing. This is the world of books number 1. I hope you enjoy this quiz. Do like and subscribe to this channel for more quizzes on interesting topics. Let's get started. Here's your first question. In the 19th century, this pseudonym was used by an eminent English author to publish her work anonymously, including the classic novel Jane Eyre. She chose this name to ensure her writing was taken seriously in a male-dominated literary world. What was her name, and what pseudonym was used? The answer is Cura Bell. It was the pen name used by Charlotte Brontë. She adopted a masculine pseudonym to avoid gender bias, a common practice for women writers of the era. The pseudonym allowed Brontë to avoid public scrutiny and maintain her privacy while gaining literary recognition. Here's the next question. This Czech writer introduced the word robot to the world in his 1920 play R.U.R. Rossum's Universal Robots, envisioning a future where artificial beings serve humanity but eventually rebel. Which visionary author is credited with coining this term that has become central to science fiction and robotics? The answer is Karel Čapek. The term is derived from the Czech word robota, meaning forced labor or drudgery. Here's the next question. This Nobel Prize-winning American author is known for his intricate storytelling and innovative narrative techniques. In one of his most famous novels, he included a 1,288-word sentence to capture the stream of consciousness thoughts of his characters. Who is this literary giant, celebrated for works like The Sound and the Fury, and As I Lay Dying? The answer is William Faulkner. Born on September 25, 1897, in New Albany, Mississippi, Faulkner grew up in Oxford, Mississippi, which heavily influenced his literary settings. Here's the next question. Johannes Gutenberg was a German inventor, printer, and publisher who lived during the 15th century. He is best known for introducing the printing press to Europe, a revolutionary invention that significantly influenced the spread of knowledge and culture. Which masterpiece marked the beginning of the mass production of books? The answer is Gutenberg Bible. The Gutenberg Bible, also known as the 42-line Bible, was the first major book printed using movable type. Previously, books were handwritten and rare, making them expensive and inaccessible to most people. Here's the next question. In 1909, this Swedish author became the first woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Known for her vivid storytelling and integration of folklore and realism, she authored works like Gösta Berling's Saga and The Wonderful Adventures of Nils. Who is this trailblazing writer, celebrated for her contributions to Swedish literature? The answer is Selma Lagerlöf. She had a passion for storytelling from a young age and trained as a teacher before pursuing a writing career. Here's the next question. This famous room in Stockholm's Grand Hotel served as the birthplace of the Nobel Prize idea in 1895, where Alfred Nobel drafted his will. Known as a hub for intellectuals, it inspired the title of a celebrated Swedish novel by August Strindberg. What is the name of this iconic room, associated with literary and cultural history? The answer is the Red Room. The Red Room is located in Stockholm's Grand Hotel, a landmark associated with Alfred Nobel, the founder of the Nobel Prize. Nobel often stayed at the hotel and used the room for discussions and work, including drafting his famous will in 1895. Here's the next question. Published in 1957, this children's book revolutionized early literacy with its playful rhymes and imaginative illustrations, using just 236 words to captivate young readers. created by Dr. Seuss in response to concerns about dull school primers, which mischievous character turned reading into a joyful adventure. The answer is The Cat in the Hat. It was commissioned in response to a challenge by education experts to create an engaging and educational alternative to boring primers. The story has inspired animated specials, live-action movies, and theatrical performances, keeping its charm alive for generations. Here's the next question. This Disney animated classic, released in 1994, features a young prince avenging his father's death and reclaiming his rightful place as king. Its plot bears striking similarities to Shakespeare's Hamlet, including themes of betrayal, guilt, and family. What is the name of this beloved film that draws inspiration from the Bard's tragedy? The answer is The Lion King. This movie is a prime example of how Shakespeare's works continue to inspire modern storytelling. The concept of the circle of life ties into themes of balance and renewal found in many cultures. Here's the next question. This author of a globally renowned fantasy series was accused by some groups of promoting witchcraft due to the magical themes in her books. Despite the controversy, her works have inspired millions, becoming a cultural phenomenon. Who is this writer? The answer is J.K. Rowling. Some religious groups, particularly in the US, accused the books of promoting witchcraft and occult practices. Rowling maintained that her stories were rooted in imagination, not an endorsement of witchcraft or the occult. Here's the next question. Before enchanting the world with his stories, this beloved children's author served as a World War II fighter pilot and worked as a spy and codebreaker, assisting the British intelligence network. Known for works like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, who is this literary icon with a surprising wartime past? The answer is Roald Dahl. He served as a fighter pilot in the Royal Air Force, RAF, during World War II. His charm and storytelling abilities made him an effective asset in the intelligence community. Here's the next question. This legendary Irish playwright is regarded as one of the greatest English-language dramatists after Shakespeare. Celebrated for works like Pygmalion, his wit and social commentary earned him the Nobel in 1925 and an Oscar in 1939 for Best Screenplay. Who is this iconic literary figure? The answer is George Bernard Shaw. He won the Academy Award for Best Adapted Screenplay in 1939 for the film adaptation of his play Pygmalion. Shaw was also a renowned essayist, addressing topics ranging from politics to vegetarianism. Here's the next question. This famous opening line, "Call me Ishmael," introduces one of the most iconic narrators in literature, setting the stage for an epic tale of obsession, revenge, and the sea. Featured in a 19th century novel about Captain Ahab's hunt for a white whale, which book begins with this memorable phrase? The answer is Moby Dick. Written by Herman Melville, an American novelist and poet. The book was first published in 1851 and initially received mixed reviews but later became a classic. This World of Books quiz number 1 was brought to you by Knowledge Through Quizzing. I hope you learned something new today. Keep coming back for more quizzes on interesting topics. In the meantime, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.